Hello everyone and welcome to Destination Penguins. We are Jarek and Agnieszka traveling to the bottom of South America in our van Mundo. In 2023, we left our American lives behind and embarked on the journey south. Life is short, world is beautiful, and we want to make memories for a lifetime. So join us on this journey as we publish the highlights on YouTube.
We're starting a new adventure today. We are leaving Buenos Aires and we're leaving Argentina altogether, and so we going to have a border crossing. We're going to Uruguay in this morning, and the border crossing is going to be on a ferry, first time ever. And we already have tickets for the ferry, and we're driving to the ferry building, I guess. Ferry port. Ferry building, like in San Francisco, the bottom of Market Street. And the ferry is going to take only an hour and 15 minutes, so it's pretty short. But we have to be there earlier because we have to do all this border crossing official activities, like stamping ourselves out and doing the tip cancellation and getting a new tip for Uruguay and so on. So yeah. Okay, arrived at the ferry and everything is so beautifully organized. Everybody knew. We're here by ourselves, but we are 2 hours before the ferry. So maybe somebody else will come. But here it is. Ferry. Alright, we're going to passport control. It's all the immigration done, so now we can board. Jarek has to do some aduana work, so I think I'm just going to join him on the ferry when it's ready. Okay, getting on the ferry. Jarek is already on the ferry in Mundo. Wow, they're going fast. Alright, we're arriving in Uruguay and we have to get off the ferry first before anybody else can, because our van is very high, so we came in the last. We're backing out. Permit for Mundo, no inspection, nothing. I don't think so.
What the hell is this?
I don't know. This is okay. I think there is nobody here. Yeah, salida with the green arrow. So we're in town of Colonia, right? So we're going to explore the historical center and spend the night somewhere here. We came to a town called Colonia, and what a charming town it is. Mundo is parked and we are going just to walk the streets to look around. It's right on the ocean. I guess Buenos Aires is on the other side. Oh. Look at this pretty lighthouse. Just the remains of outside wall of the fort, and
Town like this, I could live.
yeah, what a lovely town. Look how this is growing. Yeah, they called it big bonsai. So here's a little story of this town, Colonia. And it's very interesting because the Portuguese and Spanish fought over this town from 1680 to 1777. It's almost 100 years. And it went back and forth between Portuguese and Spanish. And this is the old town, the ruins of old town. And Spanish finally won the battle. But more important, the reason for this is because it's such a strategic place. First of all, two rivers, Paraná and Uruguay, meet here, and it's also on the ocean. But it's really, really lovely here. Like this is a really pretty fountain. Oh, I would love to have one of those in my garden. It's beautiful. Okay, so we are going through the road toll places. This is the second time. The first time we went through Cobro Automático and it let us in. And then the second one it seems like the police were waiting for us already, and now we have to do something. We don't know exactly what's going to happen at this point. But there's no place you can actually pay, like manually. Oh, there is in this office. Okay. So you're going to go to the office and pay. Okay, so Jarek is going with the policeman to the office, and I guess he will have to pay. Oh no, actually Jarek is going by himself to the office, and I guess he will have to pay some money or a ticket. Okay, Jarek is coming back. We'll see what happens. First he has to make it through 4 lanes of constant traffic.
We charge 900 on it,
900?
but this should take us to Brazil.
Okay, sounds good.
And I guess the way it works, if it's not enough, it will show up on the screen.
Oh, as we're passing.
As we're passing, yeah.
Okay, and where... Telepark. Okay, so where do we have to install this thing?
In here.
Oh, I see.
Top, yeah. Okay.
Alright. Done.
Expensive, right? I mean, 900, that's so much?
No, that's like $20.
Well, ain't cheap.
Yeah.
But she said it should be enough for the, for the rest of the journey.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, now we official in Uruguay.
Going to work?
I'm sure. There we go.
Yeah.
750.
750. Our registration number and all.
This weekend we are in Montevideo, Uruguay, and last night we spent on the beach. It was nice and quiet and beautiful. And today we're going to Montevideo to do a walking tour, but surprisingly not the old district, but we're going to go to the Prado district and take a self-guided walking tour there. But we're driving on the right on the shore, and once again we are comparing the look and the feel of the city to somewhere that is familiar to us. So in this case it feels like San Diego to both of us. And it's Saturday, so people are out and about, and bicyclists are taking a ride, and people are running and walking on the beach, and it looks really, really beautiful here. Like, it's very modern and wealthy and relaxed. The one drawback is it's quite expensive. The gas is expensive, the food is expensive. The tour starts with Juan Manuel Lane Castle. He was a artist, a painter, and that was his primary residence here in Montevideo. And then behind it, it's a Japanese garden, yes. Hey, we're going to visit this Japanese garden.
You like it?
Yeah, I like this one better because it's much more intimate than the one in Buenos Aires. I was just very surprised that they didn't have the Japanese maple trees in Buenos Aires. Here they do, like this one. And then they have cherry trees. Blueberries?
Yeah. Yeah, big blueberries.
Oh. Yes, they have pretty blueberries. This one is much smaller and it doesn't have, but they have koi fish. Smaller koi fish. Okay, this is the stop number 2 on our self-guided tour, and this is a monument of Aparicio Serabia. Stop number 3, Soneira Castle. It's not really a castle, it used to be a private residence. It was renovated recently. Wow. It looks beautiful. Now it's a home to bilingual school, San Pablo. Okay, so now we came to the next stop, which is the Suarez residence, but it is an official residence of the president of Uruguay. So the problem is you can't see much behind the walls. Here's a better view of the residence. Official residence of the President of Uruguay. So down the street from the President's residence, there is a botanical garden. In the middle of the neighborhood, like a regular neighborhood, there's this beautiful church. It's called Carmelite Church. It was inspired by Notre Dame in Paris. It looks really beautiful.
Yeah. This is the silk floss tree. Stagecoach monument. So I guess it's a stagecoach trying to get out of mud. And from what I read, it's very realistic, which it is. Alright, so now we're walking along the river to the next stop, which is a monument of the last Charrua people. Those are indigenous people of Uruguay that were killed or massacred by the Europeans. Alright, this is the monument, and one of the characters here is drinking mate. We are in beautiful Parque Prado. Which is part of this walking tour. Yeah. Gorgeous. So it's our second day of exploring Montevideo, and today we came to the Independence Square, and this is like a postcard picture of Montevideo. And the famous building is this. It's a beautiful architecture, I must say. And then there is a monument of Artigas. It's another man on a horse. I like this one. The horses are incredible. Beautiful. Alright, we stopped at the Plaza Zabala. I guess Zabala was another general or revolutionary. And there is his monument, another man on a horse. In this episode, we drove to Buenos Aires. We got Mundo and ourselves on a ferry, and then we crossed over to ferry to Uruguay. The first town was Colonia. We loved it. It was a very charming town. And from there, we drove to Montevideo and explored Montevideo and the surroundings.